I hit stream already. Hello guys, don't look at my inventory. Don't look at my clean, beautiful inventory. Ooh, oh, look away. Oh, look away. Organized now. It's not really that organized. I tried, alright? Oh, don't give me too much shit for it. Hello guys, I hope you guys are doing good. I'm once again here to talk way too much for like an hour and then dip. Whoop. Okay, I had to check something. I have water? I do have water. Yay! Let me make sure my phone is moved away from the mic. I usually have my phone where my mic's position is now, and I need to be careful of that. I might have to get up a bunch though, because you know, I gotta help take care of my mom, and I'm the only one here. So if I disappear for a moment, like I'm about to right now, let me go check real quick. All right. Oh yeah, I remember. Okay, so I don't know if you guys are really interested. Maybe you are. At least if you aren't, I'm sorry. I recently decided that I'm just gonna start talking on stream. I used to be really worried about everything I said, but after deleting Twitter, I feel energetic. I feel like I can talk about stuff without being called like racist or transphobic or whatever the fuck random stuff I've been accused of because I just talked about small subjects that I like. So, here we go. NGS is announcing a new antivirus. Why? Or not antivirus, sorry. Anti-cheat. I said antivirus. My brain mixed the two. So I consider this thing pretty much a virus, like a Trojan. It is a root, potentially kernel level, anti-cheat. If you are not very tech savvy, you may not know what a kernel is. To make it small, I'm not going to go and describe what a kernel is, but anything that is considered a kernel level of anything can take complete control of your computer against your will. There is nothing you can do to stop it. It has higher permissions than you do to do what it wants to. I have Swedish fish. Oh, you have Swedish fish. So, sorry, they're hard not to chew. They're so tasty. So, with that in mind, I originally was thinking about switching over to Phantasy Star to play on stream for a while and take a break from Mabinogi, but I have decided violently against that. And for any of you who are playing Phantasy Star, I pray for you, because there might not be anything that does go wrong, but if anything does go wrong with their anti-cheat, your computer could potentially be at risk. And I'm not saying this as like some kind of weird fear-mongering or to get everyone all scared and jumpy, and please hurry up and delete Sega off your PC. No, it's specifically NGS. There has not been a lot of bad things that has happened, but, you know, if you're a type of person who doesn't like taking risks, I would suggest just jumping ship, but go play a different game. Don't bother with kernel level anti-cheats. Hi, Alzy. Get the fuck off NGS. I'm worried about you. Don't do it. It's dangerous. Be scared. Be scared. Panic. Fear. Panic. Tell your mom. Have her panic too. Panic for the whole family. Game Guard is? I didn't know that, actually. Well, that actually makes me kind of concerned, but nothing has really happened and I'm willing to take the risk. Yeah, that's understandable. if you're like Zen code runs better? Really? I've heard that it runs worse. You're literally the only person who ever told me it runs better. Everyone is like, I'll take a risk with Game Guard. But Zen code, they're like, nah, I'm good. I'm dipping. Oh, it's improved a lot. Okay. Yeah. To be honest, my biggest worry is when it's added to a game, right? Like, yeah, I've dealt with Game Guard for years. I was told that it was deep, but I didn't know it was kernel level. I should look into that. But when a game adds it like midway through its lifespan, it's kind of questionable to me. I get a bit worried. Most anti-cheats are kernel level. I've never heard of this before. Hmm. Yeah, it's probably because I don't play a lot of games from over there. Like I actually don't play a lot of Korean, Japanese, Chinese games. Phantasy Star was like the only Japanese MMO that I played. And then I played I played this. Wait, actually, I don't know. Is Dream of Mirror? No, I don't think Dream of Mirror is Japanese. I think it's Korean. I'd have to check. I played Dream of Mirror, Ether Saga, 12 Sky, and RuneScape. And then I played Mabinogi, Vindictus, Final Fantasy 14. And I think that's pretty much all the MMOs that I played. The other MMOs, I wouldn't exactly say I played them, more or less that I started them off, and then I seen how the combat was, and I was like, nah, not this again. But, you know, I stick to my words. If you don't like the risk or you don't like kernel level stuff, jump ship. But I'm gonna go to play Warframe. Because I'm a little bit sus about it. I don't like the fact that they added it halfway through. I need to do something, but I don't remember what I needed to do. Strange. Oh yeah, I remember. I gotta check what my GMs are. I've been skipping out on Grandmasters, and I need them. I need them for my stats. Usually the anti-cheat has to be licensed for each client version, so usually they have different ones. Is it because the way that they implement it, it has to be implemented alongside or inside the game's code or something like that? Because I'm not too familiar with that. Let's see, Grandmaster, what you got for me? Oh, yeah, I forgot. I don't have a lot left on Grandmaster. Oh, it's a library, okay. So they have to keep it updated in order to prevent newer versions from having huge vulnerabilities. I'm guessing. That would be my assumption. Wait, do I wanna... Can I adventure? No, I can't do adventure in combat. I missed a combat Grandmasters. I don't want to do all this here or gathering and crafting. It's not as bad as Adobe. Yeah, oh god, I hate Adobe. But Adobe's like the first thing Adobe and the McAfee are the first things I get off my computer. My nephew got his computer. The first thing I did was I took his computer and I got rid of those. Ooh. Yeah, I wasn't sure. I didn't know that Adobe hid files from Task Manager. I knew that they can run stuff and it won't show up on Task Manager, but I guess that's technically the same thing. Yeah, screw that. Your computer be running at 100%, 40% is missing. No, thank you. The clean slate is the life for me. Oh yeah, I was gonna actually do veterans today for once. I never do vets. But yeah, it's for me. It's not specifically that it's kernel. It's not specifically that it's kernel level. Like if it was from the start, it's like something that I signed up for. But I'm sus about it when it's at it like partial way through. Especially for a game like NGS that doesn't really need anti-cheat. Like the only thing I can imagine anti-cheat being worth using for NGS is to stop people from cheating in gacha items. But like the game is super casual. It's not really hard. It hasn't like it had spikes in difficulty, but it hasn't technically gotten harder throughout or since like Redum. The enemies have been pretty much the same speed. They still have similar patterns. They're not very dangerous, and each of the continents require you to gear up in a specific way in order to deal with whatever bullshit. No, I think you're right. Uh, because like they didn't really like they had a pretty weak anti-cheat for NGS, right? Oh, what the hell is this? Wait, I skipped this. I didn't. He gave me an item and I have no idea what it is. Because I was just trying to get my grandmasters. I had no idea he was talking to me. What was Wait, I don't know if I could find it again, but I thought wasn't PSO2 like PSO2 also had like Game Guard or something? I thought the Japanese Fantasy Star had an anti-cheat. I swear I remember disabling an anti-cheat at one point in order to like fix it because it was broken. Yeah, maybe I'm misremembering. I'm probably remembering like old Mabinogi. Yeah, it was probably old Mabinogi. I remember I used to have to I had to like disable an anti-cheat for an old MMO that I played in order to boot it up and make it install itself so I can play the damn game because it was broken with it. Oh, these guys are actually kind of thick. Maybe I shouldn't have ran up in here like they're no threat. They had easy anti-cheat for global NGS. It caused a lot of performance issues and because of bad implementation by Microsoft. And yeah, no surprise. Okay. No, stop. Stop combat. You are not in combat. Open the chest. Good doggo. This is about the amount of damage I hit on enemies in Tactical, and I'm not too surprised. There was something else I wanted to talk about, but I got a bit distracted. I don't remember now. Oh yeah, somebody was asking me yesterday. They were like, Hey, what do you think will be used with the new Lance talent? Or, that will be like an Arcana for giants / humans. And I'm gonna be 100% with you guys. I have no idea. I mean, I talked to them, and my best bet is it'll be like a Lance / close combat talent that will like utilize really strong line attacks and the likes. Something of a more defensive nature than the Arcanas that we currently have. That would be my guess on what the next Arcanas would be, or the next Arcana would be, specifically towards Giant. Since I don't play Giant, I don't exactly know what a possible weakness could be for a race that constantly gets really good head from the developers. From my experience playing Lance, the biggest problem with Lance was close range and defensive properties, and its strengths was tremendous amounts of piercing and the ability to like line AoE a large group of enemies. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. I think it's just going to be pure melee. It's going to be Lance, but you can use it like a damn sword. Which is why they're like buffing the hell out of Lance right now for Giants. They're like preparing us, or they're preparing Giants for their godlike Arcana, which likely will come with a whole bunch of like really strong defensive options and a couple of really powerful melee attacks, which might have like short or medium cooldown. Every Night Boys fantasy? What you mean? Spit your knowledge, queen. Oh my goodness. These dang dogs, they never crit. Oh, stop it, bad dog. I'm just gonna mag you guys. It's actually, I think it's easier to just magnum shot you. Yeah, it is. Now imagine this if my ultimate Chaos actually got or my Chaos or whatever you call them, actually got magnum shot on them instead of constantly rolling like mash damage 14 and stuff. Well, I said Magic Knight, and their immediate response is, that would be too easy, and also wouldn't it just be Elemental Knight with a lance? And then I said to them that Stinger is just Elemental Knight with a bow. And they said touche. So we agreed that Magic Knight could no longer be an answer. Though you're right, it'll probably just be Elemental Knight. Honestly, that's what I thought it would be. And I thought it would just be like, it'll just be Knight plus Magic. Like, so far, Nexon has not been very creative after the creation of Elemental Knight. I mean, I like some of the things that Stinger has, but I feel like maybe when I get my hands on it, it'll be different. But so far, what I see, Stinger is like, Lamau, look, it's Elemental Knight, but it's with an archeries. Dark Mage seems pretty unique. But, you know, magic. I forgot I could do that. I don't know why I forgot I could do that. Go ahead. Battlefield? Yeah, I do like Battlefield up. Ooh. That was my phone. See? Good thing I moved it away from my mic. I'm not counting Harmonic Sync because it's a support. And I talked about that yesterday too, where I felt like there was a lot of missed potential in Harmonic Saint, but I do agree. Harmonic Saint and Dark Mage seems pretty unique, but Elemental Knight and Stinger seem pretty samey. I'm a little bit disappointed in that regard. Although, like I said, I don't have, well, obviously we don't have Stinger yet because we're in America, so there might be, like, properties that Stinger has that separates it greatly from Elemental Knight. But so far, the only thing that I've seen that sets Stinger apart from Elemental Knight is Shotgun Blast. Yeah, I feel like Harmonic Saint should have been a better support. But at the same time, I also feel like if they gave that support and like people always brought Harmonic Saints to parties, they would just nerf the shit out of Harmonic Saint. They would take it out back, give it the old yellow. Nexon seems to be pretty heavy-handed with nerfs and really soft, like they're really soft to the touch with buffs unless it involves giants. Because when it involves giants, man, do they go to extra yard to make sure giants get everything they need. Honestly, I think that they should give it a... Actually, you know what I think they should do? Better yet? They should make it a stun. Like, if they make it a stun per hit, then not only can enemies not build up knockdown gauge while they're being hit by it, but they also won't ping through it and then proceed to hit the person who's using Pulse of Life. Because it's so bad, dude. Like, yeah, it's good on the Kraken. It's good on Donut and Revived Illusion. And that's kind of it. Like, you don't really get opportunities to use Pulse of Life because you get hit out of it 90% of the time if you use it for some reason, even though they claim that they fixed it. They did not fix it, by the way. You can easily get hit out of Pulse of Life. And on top of that, it has an infinity time startup. I know that's not legit, but it takes so long to start up. If you try to death mark an enemy or hit them with some kind of debuff that isn't like a pet blast debuff, they are likely to just lose the debuff before Pulse of Life even starts up. And then they beat the shit out of you when you use it. They just like, if they ping like one time, they hit you, and then your character was like, oh no, I can't do Pulse of Life anymore. Ugh. If you use, oh gosh, what is it? If you use Iron Will, you can still be knocked out of it if enemies hit you with, like, Smash. It's so obnoxious. I don't even know how long, hold on, let's see how long the startup is. 1, 2, 3. 3 second startup. And it knocks back. Because knocking back is useful for a move that you want to hold down. That man attacked me directly. He didn't even care about my pet. Ooh, MP300. Oh yeah, the cooldown is horrendous. Look at this. It's like, it's 6 minutes. It's a 6-minute cooldown. And I don't even think this is, I don't even know if this is actually kind of fair to have like such a ridiculous cooldown. In fact, I think the startup might be faster because I have a Link 7. Let me check. I don't remember. Does Link 7 give increased for? No, it doesn't. Okay. Oh, I get +1 pierce resistance. I didn't know that. It's Link 8. I think it is. Link 8, you get, like, more bonuses for Pulse of Life, but it's not very, like... It's good, but it's not, like, game-changing. Like, I wouldn't tell people that they have to get Link 8 just for Pulse of Life. Yeah. I mean, don't get me wrong, I'm perfectly fine with the 6-minute cooldown. I think the 6-minute cooldown is fine. What I think is problematic is that you can't use the move to its full potential against anything except for like 2 enemies that have advanced heavy stander. Because all the other enemies that have advanced heavy stander will hit you on frame 1 the moment that they ping from Pulse of Life. It's like they had a really good idea to stop people from only using Meteor for everything, and then someone in the boardroom was like, by the way, I would like to let you know that elves could use this move. And then everyone frowned. I'm sorry, I can't help it. I can't help but bring up the hatred for elves. It's so like focused. It's such a focused elf hatred, dude. It's crazy. Wait. Oh crap! I'm on the wrong. I hit you with every pet in the book. There we go. Good shot. Where you going? There we go. Typical elf gameplay. Make elves great again. I wish they would buff it when Dark Knight came out, but instead, after the release of Dark Knight, they just kind of like hyper-focused on what people were doing with Dark Knight and then proceeded to like find out what they wanted to nerf about Dark Knight. And then they took advantage of nerfing Dark Knight in order to push out buffs for Giants. I'm not joking about that. They were like, man, Dark Knights are doing way too well. We should probably tone them down a bunch. They were like, yeah, I agree. And then way at the bottom of the patch notes, they're like, oh yeah, also, Giants can now use block and stampede with a lance. Why? Because nerfs were dished out, or buffs were dished out, so therefore Giants must receive something. I am kind of curious. I feel like I can go and look at the patch notes for Mabinogi, and every time that something got nerfed or buffed, well, actually, I shouldn't say every time, but almost every time that something got nerfed or buffed, Giants got some kind of like touch up as well. Because they've been consistently getting like big and small little touch ups, even when the update has absolutely nothing to do with them. I wonder if they think people don't play Giants because they think it's not enough that their heads are too small for their body. A part of me feels like they think that people don't play Giants because Giants are bad. if you ever go and like talk to people who main giant, most cases they will tell you that they believe that giants are the redheaded stepchild. Like they will straight up tell you that giants are like beaten to death by the developers. And I have no idea where the fuck they get this from. I remember watching my friend play Giant. Back when back in like 2000, like that was like 2016 or so. I don't remember. It was around G16, G18. But I had a hard time with like the sagas, and I was like, man, sagas is really hard. Like everything just one shots me in there. I'm like, yo, welcome back, Nacho Pike. I haven't seen you in like almost 6 months or maybe 7 months. I hope you've been doing great. I'm doing fantastic. I've been actually getting sleep since we last talked. My brain is a lot more stable now. I've been eating healthier. I've been doing exercise, a little bit of exercise, not a lot. I'm not chubby, don't worry. I'm still a toothpick, but I can't work out too much because I'm gonna hurt myself. But I've been eating a lot better, so I've been gaining weight so I can exercise, which is really nice because I feel like a lot more energetic than I have ever in my life. Oh yeah, yeah, Titan players in Destiny. Um, if you ask a lot of giants though, they'll tell you that they're a redheaded stepchild, and they'll be like, you know, we may have gotten like 30 buffs in that last patch that did nothing but nerfs for elves, but elves have Magnum shot. Dun, dun, dun. And I'm not joking in the least bit. I mean, okay, I was saying it in a joking manner, but I'm serious, dude. Every single conversation I've had, except for the one that I had yesterday with a giant, always devolves into, but elves are the best at magic and archery, and giants can't use archery, and they use Magnum shot, and it does way better than Smash in every way, shape, and form, and that's why elves are the best and giants are the worst race in the game. And I am just absolute confusion. They gave us like one buff. Yeah, they gave us one buff that I can recall. Wait, yeah, one buff, technically. Hold on, what was it? Yeah, yeah, this. The elemental missile. Technically, Mirage Shot was a buff, but it was only a timer buff. And they said that the hold on. Ah, my elbow. I need to go check on something real quick. Sorry, I'm gonna need to constantly do this. I thought I was being called. I was fooled. Ugh. Yeah, and it scales poorly now. It still scales like shit. Hey, Nacho. Hey, you've been following for 6 months. Oh, it has been almost 6 months since we talked, because you were here for like a month, and then you disappeared for life. I gotta get rid of my doll bags. They're burning on time right now. Yeah, man. See, I remembered pretty well. What was I? Oh yeah, the Mirage buff was kind of nothing. And after the buff, they also nerfed it. Like, I don't know if they intentionally stealth nerfed it, but before it used to spread at a pretty decent rate, but it doesn't spread for crap anymore. Like in order to get Mirage Arrow to spread, you in most cases have to pull all the enemies together and then shoot them with Mirage Shot. Oops. But it's really, really hard to get Mirage to spread now. Like, I think I could spread it. I could spread it here. Let me see if it spreads here. It spread to one enemy, and that's it. Didn't even spread to the rabbit that was inside of it. Like, are you kidding? What is this weak shit? Look how bad it spreads now. Like, what the fuck happened to Mirage Shot? It's horrible. It doesn't spread. And, like, the dot damage is abysmal. I would never use Mirage Shot for damage. Mirage Shot is specifically for slowing down targets. That's all it is. Guys like this little, this nugget brain. It slows him down so that he runs slower. Because otherwise he'll run up on me with his monkey brain and hit me with his monkey fist. And I really don't want the Frieza experience. Oh, it's been a year, 6 months. Oh my goodness. I'm sorry, Nacho. Damn. Wait, it's been a year since I played Star Wars? That's wild. I should play it again. Oh wait, I already talked to you. Oh, I need to talk to you. And she like, you do well, haha. Oh, I gotta kill Wabbits. Dots are really bad in Mabinogi in general. Yeah, I kind of agree. Although I think the worst thing about dots in Mabinogi is that if an enemy dies to a dot, it doesn't count as them dying from you. So like you don't get credited for it. It's pretty toxic. Like if you're doing dragon raids, and yes, I'm going to nuke an entire area just to kill a couple of rabbits. But if you are doing the dragon raids and you proc bleed on the dragon, it doesn't count towards your contribution. If you're using, I'm gonna be perfect right now. Okay. Some green stuff? I don't know what the green stuff is. I'm guessing you put your hand on some paint? The best case scenario is that you touch something that gave you superpowers. What's I gonna say? My brain go, oh yeah. When you are putting dots, like most dots on enemies, like bleed is a big offender for it. And your friend is like hitting it with like, let's say your friend is hitting it with like windmill and smash, and they're not, they only need to hit it like 4 or 5 times, but like you got a head start and you proc bleed on it like 3 to like 4 times, and you got a bunch of other hits in between. They could potentially get the finish because the bleed doesn't count as your hits. Wait, Twitch has stories now? Really? Wait, stories the video stories or stories the typing stories? I knew it. Oh, hey, I'm gonna do one of those later if I remember. My memory is getting better, but my memory is still kind of bad. Let's see. I need to go to. I don't really have much to do right now because I've done all my story. I just have like money to make, and I'm not very good at making money. I'm gonna go here. Man, my brain is really derping it up. Oh yeah, I found out yesterday the reason why nobody likes to do the do the not fish route It's because these slimes show up that are called Despair, and you have to blow up the fish on the slime, and it's the worst. I need to aside. Use this. Magnet. Bam. Fail. It always fails. It never succeeds. Where's the Pokemon? Oh, you see my pet is a Pokemon? Oh, I could have named it something Pokemon-like. Oh, I would have been sick. But I guess Musician is actually pretty Pokemon-like, right? I'm gonna bring my Corgi. Don't praise my Corgi, though, because he's a bad boy. He looks like a good boy, but trust me, he's a bad boy. Especially when he gets a speed boost, he immediately starts trolling me. His first instinct is the bully. I should finish some of my, finish my game. Oh, they did the thing that really hurt me the most to Mirage Shot Alzi. Before, if you did Mirage Shot on an enemy and it spread to another enemy from out of range, it would do max Mirage Shot damage, but now it does 1 damage of Mirage. Well, it did 1 damage of Mirage, and then when they quote-unquote fixed it, now it does no damage of Mirage Dot to enemies that are far away. So, like, and some missions where the enemies like spawn out of range and you could shoot them, like Scrimmage is a really good example. You can actually protect a base from the infirmary by shooting a Mirage Shot at the enemy that's in the middle, and it would Mirage Shot the entire group. You can no longer do that. They don't get the slow effect, and they don't get poisoned by Mirage. So they just keep trucking. I hate it so much. So now I have to go up there and shoot them. Like, I guess I get it, right? They did it because it was kind of like, it was exploitative. But it was like one of the few cases where Mirage Shot was worth using. Let me have my few cases of using this race skill that I never get to use. Giants get to use Stomp more than we get to use Mirage Shot. And that's because they buffed Stomp to have stun, even if the enemies are in stun now. Wait, can I Mirage Shot these guys, or will they, split not spread? Oh, it does no damage to them, okay. Fair enough. It's super weird. We should just dissolve Nexon. No, not a dissolve the country to fix the problems. I said country, I meant to say company. Gotta dissolve the company to fix all the problems. The Need for Speed has some problems. How do we fix the problems? Get rid of the studio. Erase them. The game doesn't have problems if it doesn't have a game developer. Oh yeah, I forgot. They are range resistant. See, better questions haven't come in the game. Oh, I don't know what you call it. I got a Charizard Pokemon card in my wallet that's much cooler. Wow. I think my lizard is pretty cool. My lizard is going places. I'm hitting you while I'm hitting you. Oh my goodness. I can't attack! I can't attack! They have so much hit stun! Hi, woman. I'm a lizard. Wow, that man petrified me on frame 1. Wow. Alright, you're being kind of toxic. Oh, I didn't realize that. I didn't realize my soul link got broken. I'm like, what the hell are they attacking me so much for? This is really this is unnormal for even like these guys. You want to see something cool? Look at this cool magic scaling. Whoa. It doesn't work on enemies because we have to make sure it doesn't work on enemies. I think one thing that we should get rid of, I'm being honest here, is making enemies immune to certain attacks. I think it's the dumbest shit ever. Like, there's absolutely zero reason. There's zero reason for some enemies to be immune to the things that they are. Like, why is everything here, like, resistant or... Well, not everything, but why are so many things here resistant / immune to magic? Or, magic. Oh my god, my brain is resistant / immune to range attack. I think it's kind of ridiculous, right? Like, if you want to make a game where people are like, pick your own weapon, choose your adventure, then like stop isolating weapons from the equation. Like, stop removing weapons from updates, basically. I shouldn't be forced to completely change my build just because I'm a race. That's so dumb. Yeah, their hatred for elves is kind of dumb. Their attempts at making melee immune was just giving everything heavy standard. Oh. There we go. Oh, I should have did this and then death mark. That was a mistake on my behalf. Look, I'll death mark you again, no worries. Also, there is one melee immune enemy, but he's only temporarily immune. The Blinker. Blinkers and the Flying Wyverns are the only times where archery is pretty much needed in order to deal with those types of enemies. Actually, I would say Flying Wyverns, holy shit, you actually can't do anything against those stupid things unless you have, like, Shockwave, Blow, or guns or a bow. But I guess like giants can still get away with it because they have the throwing atali or whatever they're called. So even if they don't want to use guns, they could use their throwing attack. That's everything immunity in. Yeah. It's it's sadly also pushed humans away from range attack. Like you don't see humans playing range weapons because it's not worth it to them to play range weapons. It's too much work. Like they gotta put in a large amount of effort and they could just like they could play literally anything else and get the same results, if not better. And I'm not even talking about zero cooldown Magnum shot. I'm not talking about that. I mean like in general, they can just like they can go towards two-hand swords. They can go towards dual wielding. There's a lot of options that they have that are just superior. That it's faster to get stronger, and they don't really have to worry about all that stuff. Let's see. I need to level up a stone. I'm gonna put my rocks in the sock. This one. You should try getting a comforter. Comforters are really good. They're just thick enough to use your body heat in order to heat you up. When it gets really cold, a comforter is all I really need. I just wrap myself up nice and tight. Make sure there's enough space near my legs so that my feet can also get heat from my body. And then I'd be nice and toasty. All day and night. When winter comes around where I'm living at, it's gonna get to be like a biting cold. And then I'll be bundled up. Around that time is when you're gonna see me playing a lot of controller games because I'm not trying to reach for my mouse. Ooh, range attack max damage. Ooh. It has 98 dex though. I'm kinda not trying to. Hmm. Of course. I don't know. I can't tell if the system doesn't work or if there's just never any range, if there's never anything that I look for. I don't think anybody would sell a max damage anyway, because it doesn't seem like... That's pretty good, actually. That's not bad. Not worth 95 million, though. Range attack, max damage 6. Somebody's selling one for 40 million. $97 dexterity, so it's about the same as mine. Damn, you fully dressed under a blanket? Yeah, I think you should go for a comforter. Comforter is the best investment for, in my opinion, for like heavy, or like for really cold weather. I'm gonna be honest with you, like, I won't be surprised if there's a sudden turnaround with the developers. Elves are a really popular race in the game. Like, they haven't really been screwing us as much as the old devs have, but it's still been kind of like, it's still kind of like meh. I like playing elves. I don't really mind it. It hasn't been terrible. If anything, the only thing I don't like is the range change, like where the percentage is actually our damage. To an extent, I would prefer missing over like consistently hitting for like way less damage than I should be hitting. But you know, in the end, you know, they balance the game, and I can't give my opinion without a million other people telling me why elves being able to do full damage on archery means that they're way better than giants. I wouldn't be surprised if they did it because of mounted archery now that I'm thinking about it, because I just remembered there was like a bunch of mounted archery meta things going on at the time when I had last played, which is when, like, I think it was like G21 or so. People would go into like Rabby Phantasm with like a crystal deer, go invisible, and then nuke everything. Oh, I only grabbed 3. I should BFO before I do that. That's the big problem. That's the mistake I keep making. I have my fingers crossed that this game will continue to get better, though I am a little bit worried with the changes that went into live. Much like NGS, when I had mentioned the kernel level stuff and like people being kind of skeptical about them adding that. For me, it isn't the fact that it's kernel level, or in this case, it isn't the fact that they've been like buffing giants a lot and kind of nerfing things that elves have the option of using specifically, and never anything that giants specifically have the option of using, but more or less the fact that they have done it midway through the game's lifespan. Like, the game has been alive for a long time, and they have been consistently making these changes. And I feel like, to an extent, I feel like it'll get worse over time. I don't want to, because I really like playing the game. But I do feel like their goal isn't specifically let's hate on elves, but they like see something and then they knee-jerk reaction and they're like, okay, we gotta tone this the hell down. Elves are a really popular race. I've mentioned this before. I think, like, in my opinion, if we should, I change the anti-cheat isn't abnormal for a game. Yeah, we talked about this. Oh wait, no, you said change an anti-cheat. What? Wait, they have an anti-cheat already? Oh wait, yeah, they do. You're right. They have easy anti-cheat. Oh, my bad. I got confused for a second. It isn't, but it's still kind of a red flag when it comes from a game like NGS. That whose content is more focused on over-sexualized outfits, gotchas, and like fan servicey stuff than it is on, like, you know, pushing out new bosses and stuff. They have Game Guard? Yeah. I haven't played Phantasy Star in a while. I thought they had easy anti-cheat. I don't know why I thought they had easy anti-cheat. Oh, that guy is, well, he's not immune, but he might as well be. Oh, I didn't know that. That's hilarious. I should also pay attention to my buffs. I have a habit of not paying attention to my buffs if I'm not in like tech doing. I'm gonna wait for Meteor to come back. All I need is one crit. No Monty. Oh, you're gonna play Star Wars Force Unleashed? Alright, take care, man. Enjoy yourself. Oh yeah, what I was saying, I feel like what they should do in Mabinogi, like if they want to bring real freedom to the game and avoid this like constant string of trying to like work around in order to make giants feel good, and you know, whenever a choice gets made in Korea that isn't exactly in favor of them, and I'm talking about stuff like Stinger, what they should do is they should just open up all the weapons to everyone. Like, fine, like you can keep giant specific skills, L specific skills, human specific skills, right? Like elves don't need final hit. All right, that's fine. We can live without final hit. Giants can, you know, live without final shot. But they might as well just open up all the weapons. Like Shine of a Wicca, I looked at the stats on Shine of a Wicca and all it does is like, it gives you bonus stats, yeah, but it mostly just covers for the stat loss for you not being every other race. Like elves get a ton of strength. They get almost like 400 strength for Shine of a Wicca at 40k. What's the point of that? Like you could have just gave me the Lance Tree and I would have gotten that 400 strength. And the same thing for Giants too. Giants get like almost 400 dexterity from Shine of a Wicca, and it's like you could have just you know, given them archery. Stop with this bullshit argument. Dog. Stop with this bullshit argument that the Giants can't use bows because they will break the bow, and elves can't pick up lances because they're too heavy, and two-hand weapons are too heavy, and so therefore they can't dual wield either because they don't have the strength to hold two metal objects at the same time. In my opinion, like in my genuine opinion though, in terms of like race specific skills, I feel like everybody except for Giants needs a rework. Like elves have one race specific skill that I can understand, which is Mirage Shot, but I don't think we have anything else except for the one that comes with our transformation. And I still don't think that this should be locked to our transformation. I think this should be a skill that we could use normally. I don't see a real reason why it needs to be locked to transformations. Give me final hit. Let me double tap. That's the dream, Owzy. I don't have a suggestion right now, but maybe I'll have one in the future. But it would be nice to have like a race skill rework. Make final hit / final strike just universal. Make final shot universal. And then work towards having like better race specific skills that are more useful to the races themselves and a lot less of a niche. Cause like, you know, we already have 2 races with final hit, and I know Giants will be like, well, ours has to rear up. We gotta let it cook first. Yeah. We know. We all know. It's not like I'm saying that you don't have to wait for it. The only thing I'm saying is that like, ooh, that's actually pretty good. I kind of don't want to get rid of it. But no, I need archery stuff. And I'm not rolling another 98 dex. I need archery on this one. I might buy some, I would like to buy some stimulants, but I don't have the money to, so. Hey, Ronnie. It would be better. It would be better for all of us to have like race-specific skills that are more useful instead of having these like Giants have all these cool race-specific skills, and then everyone else's skills are like skills that other races could potentially use, but they just don't want to let them use them because XD lore, unless it's Shakespeare or some random RP character who can also learn the different race skills. Just not us. Just not the race of people who are capable of learning anything. We're the only ones who can't do it. Alternatively, let me change my race at birth, at rebirth. I think that would also be nice. I mean, either one. I just feel like opening up the options would make people want to play the game more. Limiting me to one race just makes me like not want to play when I'm not feeling all the options that my race has, because I don't want to go through the past 8 months that I've done on a second character. Like, I'm not trying to get another character all the way up to level 40k. Wait until Master Plan so I can get Stardust done. And then, you know, go through all the generations, the painful generation 24 length, in order to get, you know, paragraphs so that I can, you know, put magic protection down on enemies and stuff like that. I don't want to do all that again on a different character. I want to do this again. I'll do this one more time. I did the hydrate, by the way. Thank you for the hydrate. I mostly want to, like, I mean, I know this is me saying what I want. That's what I was saying, like, you know, you take it with a grain of salt, obviously. But I would just like to see all the race skills reworked. And the stuff that all the other races can learn, you might as well just give it to them. Like, there's no reason for elves not to be able to dual wield, just like there's no reason for giants to not be able to use bows and crossbows. The argument that giants can't use both because they break them is dumb as balls. They could just make bows that are big enough for them. That's all I'm saying. It's not like it's impossible for them. Like, there's not enough wood in the fucking world for them to make a big bow. It's not like Ring has, like... The string that they use in this world has, like, some kind of magical limitation that prevents coders from allowing giants to use it. Like, it's a video game. Hell. They got Shakespeare, but not Odyssey? What you mean? mean, by that I mean, what's the Odyssey thing? Oh, Odysseus. Okay. Oh, I didn't read that wrong. I thought I read it wrong. Maybe I pronounced it wrong. Yeah, I get you. We got Shakespeare, but not the humongous bow that came with Shakespeare. Another forgotten gem. Yeah, just isekai him. Yeah. Actually, that would make good sense. Yeah, do it. I mean, Shakespeare didn't want to stay. Trying to take his buddy. Oops. Well, I guess technically that is the right choice, right? Like, I should be throwing fireballs around like a maniac. Happy Halloween! I love the Halloween numbers, they're so good. Is it me or are they spawning more? I don't remember them spawning this many groups. Oh, I thought I was on a corgi. I'm on a corgi. Wait, why did I go here first? I'm not playing this with other people. Yeah, bring in a big-ass bow. Let giants use their big-ass bow. Maybe that's what I should do on stream. For like the next couple of months, just like work on my giant, see how the giant life is. My giant has a little bit of gear. Nothing special, about the same stuff that you would have on like a new player if they ran into someone who just wanted to give gear away. They have a Black Knight Greatsword, but it isn't erged or anything. And they have like a couple of pieces of Fame armor from when I played the game back in like when I played on my giant back in like 2012 or something. I'm gonna change your guideline. can I... Okay. I don't care. I'm gonna do it anyway. I regret it. I need the glyph. The glyph does so much damage. Look at this amazing damage check to go. Damn. 13k. All jokes aside though, this dot is really good against enemies that are range resistant. Because almost every enemy that I fought in this game that's range resistant is not magic resistant. Also really good for crowds. When Stinger comes out, I'm gonna rearrange my my hotbar just for a couple of those skills. I was not looking at that thing's HP. Die! Please? I'm getting all your HP back. Why am I hitting low numbers all of a sudden? Come on, next time. Let's see. I need to look at what was it? Oh yeah, I need to enhance this one. So. And then I need to awaken. I'm gonna roll 2 times on this and pray. Add times. Alright, well, I guess that's it. That's all I'm doing on stream for right now. Thanks for stopping by. Thanks for coming to enjoy me complaining on stream for an hour. I appreciate it. I hope you guys had fun. And have a great day. Take care. Bye-bye. See you around.